What's up, guys? It's Wero. Today we have locked in a special guest, Glitch. Man, everybody knows Glitch. We got numerous fights in the yard, so let's bring him on. What's up, my man?
What's up?
How you doing, big dog? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than I've ever felt, actually.
Ooh, that's a bold statement, homie. Why? You know what? We'll get into that here shortly. We will absolutely
Say that one more time?
get it. I said we're gonna get into that here shortly. You got a headset on you?
I'm gonna see if I can get one. Let me see if I have one, actually.
Yeah, see if you got a headset. That shit does. If you get a headset, go grab a headset real quick. I'll chop it up with the fans.
All right.
Everybody in the live. Yeah, here we go. What up, 619? That's my man's right there, everybody. King Madness. What's up, big dog? So Gang Skits. Who is that again? Who is So Gang Skits? I can't remember who that is. It's hard to keep up with everybody's fight name plus their YouTube names, all that shit. Unless they're the same. Yeah.
I don't got a headset. Let me see.
Yeah, we're going to get himself a little headset real quick. We're going to get underway. Who else we got?
I can't. My personal is
Yeah, we got a. If you guys didn't catch the show yesterday, man, y'all should go back and try to catch the show. Yesterday, day before, I can't remember. One-Eyed Wolf, man, that shit was dope. That dude has some stories. Sam K, what's up, man?
my personal life. I'm not mistaken. Honestly, was one of these pairs yours?
It wouldn't go on this phone.
Oh fuck! You have an iPhone. Okay. My laptop.
How am I feeling? I'm good, man. I'm just kind of doing my thing, just training, getting it in. Hold on, I got you muted.
I might switch to a laptop.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna pull you out. Just re-click on that link. Fuck that all up. There it is. So, how am I feeling? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm just chilling. Been training. When I say training, I'm lifting, man. I'm trying to gain some weight back, bro. I'm like just at 200 pounds right now. So I got about 15 more pounds to go. We'll see what it does. Oh, Island Strong. What's up, man? What's up, gang members? Bro, you are one of the funniest dudes on the West Coast for sure. I like that good. Bushido Zed. Well, hey, Zed, when are we gonna see you in the cage again, man? That's what we want. We want to see you in the cage. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. Yeah, waiting on Glitch right now. He trying to set up a laptop and everything. See what he got. See if we can get him back in here. He got himself on mute right now, so I don't know if you can hear me, but you muted. Man, bro, I appreciate that shit, but I damn sure don't think I hold that title. Glitch, you on mute, homie. Look like he coming back. We're gonna just pop that out of there. Nah, I be trying sometimes, but we'll see. We shall see. Yep, we got a pretty good show today, I think. 619. I'm looking forward to doing our podcast, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super excited about being sober all the time. Just not. This shit sucks balls. Being on these lives and just being sober as fuck. If I knew it was gonna take him longer than like 2 minutes, I'll bring somebody else in real quick. Let's see what he got going on. It's quiet as shit right now. My bad, everybody. We have some technical difficulties. As everybody knows, we having the event in Arizona, next event in Arizona. Oh, there he is. There he is. I am. I missed the shit out, my man. 619. You on mute right now, bro?
I'm gonna leave this one.
There it is.
I'm gonna go to this one.
Leave this one and go to this one. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, you can close this one out whenever you're ready. Close this out whenever you're ready. Actually, as soon as I see you pop up, I'll tell you. Yeah, I miss my mans. We do be having a good time. I can't wait till the next season of Wet on the Mexican, bro. We about to go nuts on some people. For real. It's gonna be fun. We got a whole Arizona event coming up.
Where's your camera?
Oh, I have the black thing turned on so people don't watch me when I'm not using it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll be paranoid.
I'll be unblocking my camera so people can see me do some nasty shit. And he's out. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Bang, bang. Okay. Better? You good?
Yeah, a lot better. Thank God.
Dope. Okay. You can hear me now? So we're going to just jump right into it because everybody been waiting for a minute. So first of all, and I got a lot of questions that I asked pretty much everybody just to kind of get a feel for people. First of all, how old are you?
26.
26. Okay. I knew you was young. I didn't know how young. You middle 20s. You got a little time in. Where were you born at and where'd you grow up at?
Lancaster, California. Born and raised.
Okay.
I just moved to Vegas in March last year.
What made you move to Vegas?
It was fight capital. And so my parents were just like, why not? Why don't you try it out?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So as a younger child, how were you as a kid? What kind of sports and hobbies and shit were you into as a kid?
I was definitely a hooper.
Like basketball?
Yeah, basketball for sure. My whole life.
And you didn't even join us when we was hooping up when I was collecting ankles up there in Vegas. But okay.
I was probably working. But I definitely got the ball in the trunk. Anybody need to work? Anybody need to work?
You better talk to Free Smoke out there. You know, I know he gonna be in here talking all kinds of shit here soon. Yeah. But
growing up, it was definitely hooping. I did martial arts when I was as a part of my church, but my parents never let me join competitions.
Okay. Hey, Vegeta Black, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's probably talking to me, right? Yeah, it's definitely for me. Yeah. So martial arts, you said as part of your church?
Mm-hmm. It was it was a church called the Gapi Community Church, and it was ran by James Jones, and he taught me Kempo karate, the same karate that Shinigami learned.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
And
Okay.
he integrated it with Wing Chun. So,
that's neat. Yeah, I never really appreciate you. The only time I had ever heard of Kempo when I was younger was there's a movie called The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman.
I remember that.
Yep. Yeah, I watched that shit when I was a kid. I was like, that is so fucking cool. But that's the only time I ever even heard of Kempo.
Kempo really works.
Yeah. And then the second time I heard of it was Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Mm-hmm. I can't remember Armageddon, I think it was. You could change to Kempo. It was pretty dope. So okay. So you got into martial arts. Did you start in a specific martial art, or did you just jump straight into like MMA?
No. Kempo. It was Kempo, Wing Chun.
You did just answer that, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, and then it went to jiu-jitsu, I guess. Jiu-jitsu would be the first one.
Okay. So no like basic like boxing, nothing like a basic boxing or anything like that. You jumped straight into the.
I just sparred with boxers.
Stuff, huh?
Yeah, I just sparred with boxers, but I went to jiu-jitsu.
Okay, because you know what? I was watching some of your fights, bro. We're gonna talk about those later, but you definitely you can tell that style mixes in there. You can absolutely tell that style mixes in there. So your transition, you're learning these martial arts and stuff like that. When did you first hear about Street Beefs? Was it when you were in California or when you were out here? When
I was in California, I heard it from Seiso KO. Seiso KO's known me since I was a little kid.
Really?
Yeah. So like he was like, why don't you just sign up for this? And I was like, can we fight in this? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm up to fight in this. And this was at West Coast 7.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's get it in. So then that's when I signed up and everything like that. And then I didn't know who I was fighting. And then that's when that's when I saw Blade Runner. That's when I met Blade Runner.
Okay. And that was your first fight. I saw that as well. You had, let's see, Blade Runner. It was an MMA fight. And I noticed, well, first of all, leading up to that fight, you show up, you jump into it. Did you say you'll fight any type of fight, or did that just what was left with Blade Runner, or what'd you have?
I think I did. I had MMA set up.
You had MMA set up. Okay.
I had MMA set up for that.
Before the fight, is that your first fight ever? Like sanctioned fight, or not sanctioned fight, but you know what I mean? First planned fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then I had let's see, you took a loss on that one by TKO. So he mounted you, ground and pounded you a couple times, but you didn't look like you took a lot of damage. You looked like you were defending yourself. You did get tired at the end.
Any damage at all. It was tired. It was the cardio. It was the cardio. Once Alfredo explained to me that after, I was like, you can get a TKO from that? He was like, yeah. He was like, even if somebody he's like, even if they don't hit you clean or anything like that, if it looks like you're tired and can't like get up or defend yourself, he was like, I'll call you. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I also noticed you had training gloves on instead of MMA gloves for that fight.
Definitely. That's how you can tell it was my first fight. I was just like,
did nobody tell you going in?
I saw it, but I didn't have the time to go get them because I was working graveyard shift security.
Oh, gotcha.
So
okay.
That fight too, I came straight off work.
And that's what you still do with security?
No. I do delivery driving now.
Delivery driver, okay.
A lot more lenient on my body.
I can imagine not standing around the whole time. Okay. So your second fight, was your second fight, let's see, Hazardous?
Hazardous, yep.
Hazardous, okay. Yeah, I'm checking my notes right now. That's why I keep looking away. So your second fight, bro, I remember watching that fight. This was, 8 months ago, something like that. And it has hands down one of my favorite moments in any fight in Street Beefs. If you guys go back and watch this fucking fight, man. Yep. you when I say it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Yep. So Glitch gets cocky. Okay, there's no other way to put it. He gets cocky, puts his hands down, puts his face out. You know what I mean? And it was dope. And then Hazard, and then he starts dancing a little bit, and Hazard just starts dancing. Both of y'all literally stand in the middle of the ring, in the middle of a fucking fight, and dance at each other. Like it went from a fight to a dance off real quick.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Thanks,
I remember that.
Yeah, it was. What's up, guys? Yeah, it's one of my favorite moments in any of the Street Beefs fights at all, because you have two guys that are trying to knock each other's heads off, and then they just start dancing in the middle of the ring. Yeah, because you see the vicious, aggression aspect of it, and then you see the fact that everybody's having fun. Even though you're fighting, you're having a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, it was no different for me. I think that's why I sometimes I feel like the gatekeeper in there sometimes, because I'm the one who doesn't have the ego. I'm the fighter who you can get all of it out with, because I'm like, you're not really supposed to have an ego in here. That's how you get knocked out. Like when you don't have an ego, when you can just when you get hit, it's like whatever, cool, but it's for sport. Yeah. It's no different in basketball. Like, yeah, we're gonna blow you out by 20 points, but we still hoopers at the end of the day. Like that doesn't change the fact that you're not a hooper, or that doesn't change the fact that you're not a fighter or a good fighter. It just happened you just weren't on your A game this day. Like it's no different.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand losing doesn't take anything away from you.
It's not even a loss. It's lessons. It's just lessons. You just learn something different. That's it. We don't lose. We just learn. That's it.
What's up, King Madness? He said hey earlier.
Hey.
So that was a boxing match. And that also I could really see. You couldn't really see it so much in your MMA fight because you could tell how nervous you were. Your gloves kept falling off. You guys kept clenching a little bit. But in your fight with Hazardous, one of the things I noticed a little bit is you slip punches very well. You have nice head movement and nice range. And then when you fought Mad Cuban, I really saw it because, one, you cover up real good. It was also with Mimo Silva. You cover really, really well. You protect your head really well. But one thing you do that you see that, honestly, it separates us from the pros is your range is so good that you can see a punch stop, like centimeters away from your face. You just pull back. I can't do it. Hundreds of other Street Beefs fighters can't do it. Like we cover and we take the shot or we jump way the fuck back. But you are so good at ranging your opponent and realizing that they're centimeters away from you. It's impressive. It's very impressive. My only thought process there is you don't capitalize on that. You don't throw enough. The moment you see that punch stop, bam, tag them back. You know what I mean? I notice a lot of times you let that shot pass and then you just stare at it away and then you wait for the next one. I think you have too much fun doing that.
That's a clash. That's a clash with mental. It's always been mental for me. Another sport I played was baseball, and I was a pitcher, shortstop, and I was an outfielder. So pitcher was my favorite position. So like getting those windows of opportunities, seeing like, oh, here's a curveball that can go right here, boom. Oh, here's a fastball that can go right here, boom. So it's the same thing in fighting where I'm like, his hands are down just slightly, or he put way too much into this right hand, so I can just But other than that, it's when I don't throw, for me, now that I've watched all of my fights plenty of times over, the only reason why I didn't throw was because I was afraid of showing people what I've become. Like I was like, I don't want to kill people in this ring, because I was like, and my genuine nature is like if I had to describe it, it would be like Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. Like when he was like, I don't want to kill him, I just want to beat him up just enough so he can be like, stop bothering us, and that's about it. But now I see like it's kill or be killed. So, but the thing is for me too, once I get my little range on an opponent defensively, once I find a range, you're not hitting me, or the shots that you think are gonna hit me, you're not gonna hit me. So it's like with Memo, for example, when he was throwing all of those shots, I was like, growing up, I used to get jumped and all that. So, and I used to always get kicked in the body and all that. So like when people throw body shots at me, it's like you're gonna have to hit like a heavyweight to even do something with that, or you're gonna have to like surprise me with something. But otherwise, you're not gonna cause any damage. So
what had you getting jumped?
Being different. I had this actual headband. Not even this type of headband, but just me wearing a headband like this. Back in like 06, 07, it was like that was when Naruto was like popping, like the beginnings of it. And so I didn't really get the inspiration from Naruto, but people thought I did. So they used to always jump me probably around the corner from my house. So, but I never told no one over the years.
So it was
over the year. Go ahead.
It was strictly because you like anime.
Nah, it was just because I was different. It's
just different.
That's the only way I can. That's the only way I can explain it. It was just because I was different. Like
what was it racially based at all?
Nah, jealousy. I would say jealousy because I was that same person who was on the basketball team. So I was, you know how like back in the day, like they would have the PA announcements in the morning, like yesterday's game. It would be like yesterday's game. Kevin Fletcher scored 26 points, and had the win in Cole Middle School's game yesterday. And it's like, okay, so you're jumping me because I'm being successful, even though you're jumping me. So you're gonna try to keep jumping me, trying to stop me from playing ball, but I'm not gonna not play ball. I don't know what to tell you. So
what kind of kids? What kind of kids were jumping you? Like what kind of children were these? Like when I say I'm trying to picture it, okay? Because
I was picture a good kid, Mad City. I was Kendrick in Compton, but I was in Lancaster. Basically.
Okay, that actually does paint a picture. That does kind of paint a picture. Okay, yeah. No, I feel you. Just kind of, just not following the normal path that you're supposed to follow. They think. Okay,
like, where you from? I'm like, nowhere, bro. They're like, you got to be from somewhere. I'm really not. Hey, I hope. I fight. You fight? Boom, 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 boom.
That test that shit real quick, didn't it?
What you mean? Like,
so what got you into anime? Because it's funny. You're the second person I've interviewed that's big into anime, and I had no idea how big it was.
I used to watch this show called Gundam, and then this other show called Zoids, and just the character build up, just the imagination that actually came to life on a screen for me when I was a kid, just seeing that in 99, seeing that in 2000, 2001, I'm like, and then seeing Toy Story, that actually really got me into the animation part or anime thing, because it's like people really brought to life what us kids were imagining at that time.
Okay.
So it was like, and then Power Rangers was really like the first, I guess, anime that I would watch.
I was big into Power Rangers when I was a kid.
Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And Time Force.
Tyson. Okay. I mean, hey, he's not wrong though. That's the best porn is the anime stuff. So just watch your fights, keep grinding. You got the potential. That's big words coming from Beast, bro. That man's 400-0 and shit. Zoids. I ain't never seen Zoids, man. I ain't never seen Zoids. So okay. So you growing up, you said Lancaster, California, right? You different, but you hooping. So you can relate to some groups of kids out there and everything like that.
A lot of people.
Yeah. And then you moved to Vegas. Are you married, girlfriend, kids?
Nope. I literally packed up my my entire room in two little storage bins, my little PS4 in the trunk, my fight gear in the trunk, and slid all the way to my grandma's house.
No,
it was like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air moment.
Yeah. I just saw a commercial for a remake on that shit too, called Bel-Air or some shit like that. Yeah, that should look interesting.
I live over here in Henderson, where all the rich people are at.
Yeah, where Wade lives.
My guys.
Yep. Yeah, what's up, Free Smoke? So, okay, so you move out here. We talked about your first couple fights. Mad Cuban, that's where we really, really saw a lot of improvement. Who are you training with out there? What's going on?
I'm training with the Grill Lions. With Olu, Cimarron, Samke, Free Smoke,
okay,
Relentless, Zero, all those at Fitness 23, basically.
Okay. Are you training strictly boxing now, or are you still sticking to a little MMA? Are you planning on coming back to MMA?
Okay. Definitely coming back to MMA, but it was just I wanted to take it discipline by discipline.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, where am I messing up at with my hands? Okay, that's the boxing. All right, if I can incorporate footwork, where can I put that in? All right, kickboxing. All right, let me go back to my original base, jiu-jitsu. All right, let me see how that's working out. All right, let me combine them all together. So my next would be kickboxing for sure. If I were to come back, it'll be for kickboxing.
Well, what do you weigh? What do you weigh?
146.
146. What did you weigh when you first started Street Beefs?
156. 156.
Okay, so you right around the same. I mean, you probably toned up, cut a little bit of fat.
I wanted to walk around at my fighting weight. One thing I did notice though, that I'll give all my opponents credit for, because I don't really like giving myself credit because it takes two to tango, but they were definitely above my weight class.
Yeah. Free Smoke is very, very correct right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do tend to wait for people to hit you, to be honest with you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second too.
Mm-hmm.
But Mimo Silva, okay, that was just a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's one of the most blatant fights that we noticed that you just, and let's just be blunt here, you just let people beat you up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were faster than he is. Your striking was more accurate. You were more patient. You were more composed. I mean, not taking anything with Mimo Silva, but this is just what I saw. He'd duck his head and just throw haymakers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you were boxing. You know what I mean? You move well. You range well. You gauge your opponent very, very well. What's up, Gary? But you stand around and let people tear into you. And that's going to lead into my next question. But first of all, why do you do that?
Since that last fight, I asked that same question for myself, and I realized I only do it because I guess I just didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel the need to get aggressive, to finish somebody like that. It just was like every shot that I landed in that fight, I actually envisioned me doing that. The pullback counter.
That was clean. That was very clean.
The right hook while he's throwing at me to try to get him off me, everything like that. Me literally bulldozing him like in the first 30 seconds, like the takedown and everything like that. I was like, just to show that it was like, no, I'm definitely the more dominant fighter. I'm literally just seeing what this dude has. So I was like, I can knock him out at any time. Even when before I think the end of the second round, I believe. And then I hit him with this, boom, boom. Like one of those Anderson Silva type punches. I literally could have followed that.
Him. Yeah, absolutely.
But I was like, but in my head, what I envisioned was that punch right there. It was like in my head, for me, that fight, I was fighting my fight. It was me against myself in there. It was like, who is Glitch? Let's see, take away the boxing that you've learned, take away everything that you've learned. Who is Glitch before all of this?
What's up, pal?
Once I figured that out after, what was it, second round, I was like, all right, cool. Let me try to take this off. I didn't care if this was on, I was like, I'll go get a new chain.
I did see you dance with a chain swinging around.
Yeah. I was getting in my zone. That's really how I really fight like that. But it's like I know it took a long time. It took 3 rounds for me to get there. But it's like I was fighting myself. Like, let's see if you can just dismiss everything that you've learned, pretty much unlearn to learn. Like I pretty much unlearned everything I did up until that fight, just to learn something different, just to learn, okay, this is how Glitch fights. Now this next fight I can incorporate everything, and now it'll be a knockout, guaranteed.
Okay,
I've done the work.
I like to hear that. I like to hear that. So, and now we're gonna get into some meat and potatoes of the situation right here. What happened after that? In the following weeks after that, I know you had a couple situations arise. Yeah. A few people have heard about it. What happened after that?
So after that, I watched that fight at least 50 to 75 times. So I was really analyzing it. I was like, okay, people are seeing this. I'm seeing this. Let me try to slow this down. Let me put these clips on Instagram. Let me do this. Let me research some stuff. I was going off for 2 days, no sleep. Then I had a psychotic break. I had a psychotic break on the 31st. And I went to the St. Rose. Well, my grandparents, my grandma, she drove me to St. Rose Hospital. They got me into the ER. They got me into a little 72-hour hold. And then I guess the agent for my insurance didn't put that I had mental health coverage. So then we were trying to find another facility to go to. Then they finally got me to Seven Hills. So then I spent another 4 days in there and then just got out a couple of days ago.
So let's back up just a bit. Mm-hmm. What did that psychotic break look like?
It looked like for you? If you ever seen the movie Inception, and yes. Remember when he was in reality and his projections would play out in his reality? Mm-hmm. Yes. That's exactly what it was like to the T.
What were your projections?
There were projections of like future events in the same facility type thing, almost like those holographic baseball cards, and you would go like this, and they would turn into a different image. It was just like that. Like I would look, and there was like people would turn into different things. Things would turn into different things, but it would still be like the same structure. Like it would be different people, but in the same hospital. I'll be like, this is still St. Rose Hospital.
And what is St. Rose?
St. Rose is a medical hospital over there in Henderson.
Okay. So do you have a background of mental health issues?
Yes, I am bipolar.
Bipolar. And are you on medication for that?
Mm-hmm.
You are. Did you stop taking your medication before this break?
Long time ago. I never the medications that were given to me were giving me EPS, like those internal tremors when your head goes like this.
Yeah.
And all that. And it's kind of difficult to speak, or how I describe it is you have these butterflies in your stomach that radiate throughout your whole body, and they kind of make you feel like you got to get up and do something, but there's nothing going on around you.
Does it feel like when you get those butterflies in adrenaline before a fight? Because that's how I feel a lot of times before a fight. I know a lot of guys do. It's the same concept. Okay. Yes. So it feels like a major adrenaline dump, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay. But imagine there's nothing going on. And you're just sitting there like, yeah, that's what. So it's just like I didn't want to
fun at all.
Yeah. I don't want to say no pills that were doing that to me.
Yeah, understandable.
These pills are definitely more sustainable.
So the ones you have now are more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they're helping out. So you have a psychotic break. You go into, you said, a 72-hour hold.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to somebody to find out exactly why?
They told me it was stress. It was just literally simply stress that just went overboard. Yeah.
Was there anything that happened in that time, or did you legitimately stress yourself out over losing that fight?
Legitimately stressed. No. It wasn't even losing the fight. It was just kind of like trying to get people to understand my viewpoint of the fight. I already knew I lost the fight. I admitted I lost the fight, but it was trying to get people to understand why, the how, this is what I saw. This is what you guys see, but this is what I saw. It was like so many times doing that. Overload.
Why is it important though? I'm not saying it's not. I'm just asking why.
At the time, it was important because I was trying to probably save an image of I'm a better fighter than this, as opposed to just saying no, I didn't fight really like that. I took the L. Let me come back stronger. As opposed to like trying to over-explain myself.
So there's of those mental health the diagnoses. I don't know a whole bunch about it, but you happen to be certified in that area.
Mm-hmm.
What does that even mean? I know we talked about that a little bit. What's that mean? What are you certified in? What have you used that certification for?
So I've used the certification to talk with anybody about their mental health issues. So there's a lot of people I've talked to, even in Streetbeefs, about like certain issues and everything like that, and they know who they are. But like on the side of things, like like before their fights, I'll be like, what's going on? Are you good? You're straight? Is everything okay back home? Stuff like that. I have my mental health first aid certification in order for me to talk to people about their mental health issues, their struggles in any capacity, any form. And with that, me dealing with people with my own illness, I had clients that had my own illness that were even more advanced than mine. Like they had bipolar type 1 with schizoaffective. Some were bipolar and schizophrenic. So it was kind of like seeing.
So there's different classifications.
Definitely.
So where do you sit on that scale?
I sit probably like between level 1 and 2.
And you know what? Just for some of the people watching that might not know what being bipolar even means, can you describe what that means and what it's like?
Bipolar is like a mood is really a mood disorder. So say you see how my face is all like, composed, but like my tone of voice is very animated and my hands I'm moving and everything like that. That's what you would call, I would be at what you would call baseline, like as far as like emotional state is concerned. A lot of people would, in bipolar, we would have what they would call manic episodes, to where, what's up, G? That we would have manic episodes to where we're making these grandiose, thoughts, kind of like the same thing I had with my psychotic break, like, oh, this connects to this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Or we'll be really, really depressive, to where we'll go to sleep for a month, or we won't eat for a month, or eat right for a month, or sleep right for a month. So it's like it's extremes at both ends, with bipolar, because it's definitely all within your mood. I could a simple way to explain it. When I was working at Mental Health America, actually, I got paid $1,400, and I was super excited. I was like, okay, I can do this here, I can do this here, I can do this here. And then 2 weeks later, I got the same $1,400 and was like, damn, they're not paying me enough. I need to make more. I need to do this. I need to do this. Like, that was like key. I was like, okay, there's definitely something wrong.
Yeah. So there's just extreme highs and lows.
Seems that most of the time are for the most part are uncontrollable because it's a chemical imbalance.
Got you. And it's a physical chemical imbalance that happens?
Yeah.
Is that what they're trying to reset? Okay. Got you. And that's what the medication does. Okay. So you fight Mimo Silva. You lose. You said was it a week later, 2 weeks later? You go about 2 days without sleep. And you said you were analyzing that fight during those 2 days. But you're trying to make everybody understand your mindset during that fight. Okay. So you have your psychotic break and you get 72'd and then you're out. How are you feeling now? And what do you look back on and go, okay, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again? Like, is there a game plan, or is it just let's depend on the medication? Okay.
Definitely. For one, I look back and realize that I'm bigger than my circumstances, bigger than my illness. And it's definitely an illness. I had to definitely be honest with myself for that, because I was like, nah, I don't got an illness. But then when I was like, you know what? I probably do got an illness. And then really just dove into that and really just was authentic with that. That's when things started opening up. That's when I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. It's just that I have to manage what I have.
Yeah.
So once those what do you call it? Those negative labels get detached from you, that's when things start to pick up.
Do you have, because I've had interviews with other Streetbeefs people. I've known other friends that have some mental health issues here and there. Self-loathing, does it come with any of the self-loathing?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Self-loathing, self-deprecating humor, all of that. All the memes and everything like that. Yeah, definitely. So
one thing that I thought of immediately, standing there watching you in a ring, completely being able with the capacity to outclass your opponent and win a fight in a round, but you just let them beat on you, is that part of you is doing it on purpose. Part of you is just allowing somebody to beat you up because you feel like you deserve it, or like has that crossed your mind? Is that been a thought process?
Some of that definitely. What a lot of people don't know, in each of those fights, somebody passed away. Right before I fought, so I was always dealing with some type of death before. So I didn't really properly. Yeah, each fight, every single fight. Blade Runner, my grandpa passed. Hazardous, my friend and her son passed away. Cuban, my older brother, got shot 7 times. And then Memo, my uncle was in a coma, so he was in and out of a coma. We didn't know like what was going on. So that was what was going on mentally for me.
Are you okay talking about your brother being shot?
Absolutely, yeah.
What happened there? Was it gangs or random?
I mean, it was just it was just random. Somebody tried to rob him at one of the bars back home.
In
Shot him 7
California?
times. Yeah, shot him 7 times. He said he got up, walked to the front of the bar, called an ambulance and everything like that, but died like the second time they tried to resuscitate him.
And you have went through something like that every single time you've fought. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. After hearing all that, it does seem like you're just standing around on purpose, letting people beat you up. And I mean, if that's what it takes to help balance things out, then that's what it takes. But I highly suggest you punch some people in the face really hard.
I will.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not in that mindset anymore. It's just that was my mindset. I was really grappling with death in there.
Look at this. Kind of like extremely racist to say gangs first. No. He just told me where he grew up and everything, man. I know California's big with gangs. That's all.
Facts. Lancaster basically is where all the people from all the gangs in Compton and LA and all that escape to.
Yeah.
So then they bring all that shit over here.
Yeah, they did. We're seeing a lot of it in Arizona too. Slowly starting to trickle in here over a few years. Yeah. So where are you sitting at right now as far as mental health? I know it's an ongoing struggle and it never goes away. But where are you sitting at right now?
I'm definitely above baseline. I'm definitely good.
Okay.
I'm definitely
feeling good. Yeah. Are you signed up to compete in March?
No. I do definitely want to fight for Tough Enough, but there's something in me that's like sign up for March, but I'm like, kind of still iffy on it because I got to get some things checked out medically.
Okay, understandable. Well, it's in Arizona, and I know where all the good party spots are. So,
ooh, okay,
yeah, absolutely. So let's look at martial art. Let's go back to martial arts in general. You train, you practice, you have a phenomenal fucking support group out there to train with. Like Cimarron, Free Smoke, all those guys over there are killing it. So you're training, you're fighting for Street Beefs. You mentioned Tough Enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do with martial arts in general, and then where are you headed with Street Beefs in specific?
So martial arts in general, just to show people that it's not all about the fight in there. Like as far as just physical, it's a mental fight, it's a spiritual fight, it's an emotional fight. Like there's a quote from the Matrix that he says, you never truly know a person until you fight them. You really don't. And I feel like
very true.
I feel like everybody, all my opponents I fought are definitely cool people. It's just that the appearances, in the movie, like appearances can be deceiving. So for me, in martial arts, as far as martial arts is concerned, just show people that there's a different side than what you see. The true side of martial arts, like what we really see in there as martial artists. Like some of us see a fight as far as like, oh, that's our objective, but some of us see more than that.
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay. So you could. No, I was gonna say you do it to teach people. You know, that's really what you want to do. You want to be an example for people. Okay. That's dope. I want to pull something up real quick. Free Smoke. I'm gonna do everything I can, bro, to find some girls out here without a height requirement. No promises.
Damn.
No promises, bro. But I'm gonna see what I can do. Yeah, DTP said, "What's up, man?" DP, that's a deep dude too, man.
DTP,
that's a deep ass dude too. I love me some DTP. But yeah, so you're moving along with Street Beefs. You're doing it because you want to just represent what basic martial arts is about: respect, love, communication, all that shit like that. And with Street Beefs, or do you have any plans going pro? Jumping on the amateur circuit and staying there for a while.
Definitely. I definitely want to take my time. Definitely don't want to rush into things and all that. So yeah, if things are lining up with Street Beefs and everything like that, absolutely, always on board.
Okay. So back to Street Beefs though, who has been your toughest opponent? who's hit you the hardest?
Okay, let me see. Mad Cuban actually hit me the hardest for sure. That uppercut right in the beginning. I was like, oh, this shit is really an uppercut. Like, oh, he really tried to hurt me.
Mad Cuban was hitting hard, bro. He was.
I was like, God damn. All right, shit. Let me see. And then my toughest definitely was the Hazardous. Definitely was the Hazardous.
He was pretty tough. Yeah, he was pretty tough.
Definitely was the Hazardous.
Mad Cuban was hitting. He had some bad intentions in there. He was trying to throw
definitely
for sure. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah.
My thing is, I'm just grateful for the fact that I got a gas tank because I saw he got tired, and luckily he wasn't. The only thing he was able to do was tie me up.
Yeah.
Plus, thank you, Mad Cuban, for teaching me how to do that, because I was like, that was one of the things that I was like, I definitely could have used in a lot of my fights, was that same tie up that Mad Cuban
just tying people up. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's another thing too. Like, because I don't have an ego, I'm definitely learning. Like every fight, like all my opponents, I'm absolutely. Like, oh, that's definitely fire. That's dope. That technique is dope.
Yeah. Whenever if I fight somebody and they do something well, that's what I try to do. Like try to mimic it. You know what I mean? And I mean, with you actually training and shit, that should be easy, man. Just pull whatever you want out of anybody's toolbox that they have, you know? It should be pretty dope. So, who does Glitch want to beat up next?
Doesn't matter, honestly.
Anybody.
Feed him to me. Feed him to me.
You ain't got nobody. You going for a belt? What do you want?
I mean, it's really up to the people. If they feel like I feel like I earned it, then I earned it. But if I got to work for it, I'll work for it. If I got to go through the Mortal Kombat ladder to get to the title, then so be it. But if y'all feel like I earned the title shot, then so be it.
What is your record?
2-2.
Record. 2-2. Turtle. There's a few turtles, I believe, but this the one in Scrapyard, right? Turtle, you in Scrapyard, right? I think you the turtle I met. I believe. That dude, he's pretty cool. But you said 140. I think he might be around that area. You're gonna invade Scrapyard with us in May.
Ooh. I was thinking about that. I was talking to the team about that. Yeah. Like right now, my answer is hell yeah for that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Hey. Okay. Yeah. I know who that is then. He cool as shit, man. He got some hands too. He a boxer. He got some hands. What are you weighing in at, Turtle? We might have a matchup right here. Yeah. Scrapyard, man. Their whole organization up there, that whole branch is just cool as shit, man. Like such a different array of guys, you know. And I mean, I'm gonna generalize here just a little bit, but you go to a West Coast event, and 145. We might see that happen. You go to a West Coast event, and you see like a lot of us have different or kind of similar personalities. Everybody kind of chill, laid back. You know what I mean? You go to East Coast event, everybody there kind of has similar personalities and culture. But you go to Scrapyard, the culture is so different there. It's a very, very mixed culture up there. You know what I mean? And anybody who's been up there from the West Coast probably can vouch what I'm saying. Like if Shenny was in here, or even TC, some of those guys could vouch for that. Like it's different. It really is different. It's really cool, but it's like, you chop it up with you chop it up with me, hang out with 619. We all have a similar culture to us, being from the West Coast. But those Washington guys, real mixing pot, so many different cultures and styles and people up there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we'd love to see you up there, my man. Do you and in these last two questions, I gotta ask everybody: do you have a Street Beefs nemesis? Do you have anybody that just, like, even if it's playfully, it's just that dude that you always just want to beat up when you see him?
Earthling.
You say Earthling?
Earthling. I feel like that'll be a dope matchup too.
Really, that would be a dope matchup. Yeah, I was gonna get a fight with him, Isaac, but our fighting styles wouldn't match, and he's bigger than me. Who do you say? Turtle from the West Coast. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Turtle,
we have a
yeah.
turtle on turtle crime over there. Yep, that'd be dope. But yeah, and the second question, the last question is, if you could fight anybody in the world, alive, dead, past, present, who would it be? If you could just share the cage with anybody, because like you said,
I want Bruce. Bruce.
And you don't even have to say a last name. Like, we know exactly what Bruce you're talking about.
Bruce, yeah.
Banner, of course. Nah, Bruce Lee. Woo, that's a hell of a call out.
Bruce. He's only 5'7". I'm 5'6". Right there.
I don't think that matters, bro. I don't think that matters. It's a hell of a match, though. We're going to clean house on Scrapyard Glitch. You got to come. I don't know, man. Listen, bro, they're a different breed up there.
When is it in May, right?
May 21st. Yep. Yeah, and they're tough up there, bro. They're very tough. Like, West Coast has been up there a few times, and we don't exactly have a winning record strolling through up there. You know
what I mean? Because what is it? The prep time? The preparation?
Two factors, I believe, honestly. Me, it was 30 fucking degrees when I'm trying to fight, and it's just very stiff. It's hard to get moving up there, man. It's not like fighting in 80-degree weather. And two,
100-degree weather.
Yeah, and two, not only do they have that on their side, but the skill level, like the technical ability of some of the guys up there, a majority of their guys up there is on par with us. You know what I mean? Like, we can look at some of the other branches and go, well, Las Vegas is the hub of mixed martial arts, so we're probably going to have some technical dudes that are technically better, and more of them, a higher percentage of technically skilled fighters. But up there, they have that same percentage, I believe. I really do. And granted, I think we're going to win some, but we're definitely going to lose some fights up there. There's some very, very skilled individuals up there. I don't even know who the fuck we're going to put against Jay Gotham, for instance. Like, the dude's an animal, just an absolute animal.
What's his weight class?
I think he's a light heavyweight. He's around 200, I believe. Maybe a little smaller, actually.
Okay.
I have no idea. I just know I saw him almost kill a man on accident. He almost accidentally killed a dude. So that's not a dude that we could just put anybody against. You know what I mean? So, I know Scrap Y'all got some good dudes out there. Yeah, they do. It's Free Smoke not losing. I hope so, man.
It's Free Smoke not losing. Of course.
Jay Gotham versus Duba. Like, I can't think of anybody else who can hang with Jay Gotham. You know, and I mean, Duba got a legit chance of winning. He really does have a legit chance of winning. He's he's probably our most skilled MMA light heavyweight, easily. You know what I mean? Mr. Nice Guy is very, very technically sound, but in my opinion, I got to give it to Duba. He's just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more accurate, in my opinion. Mr. Nice Guy, don't beat me up. Light heavyweight. So yeah, he's 200 to 220-ish, probably somewhere in there. But yeah, it should be a dope time. And plus, I know last couple times I've been up there, we hung out at Fire Chicken spot afterwards, man. We just drank and had a good time, bro. It was a dope time. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So Glitch, it was amazing having you on, homie. I appreciate you, bro. Yep. You got any last words for anybody? Anything you want to say to the fans? Because I mean, you got 12 people in here right now, just appreciating you. Just appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna go worldwide soon, though.
I love it. All right, my man. You have a good night.
All
right, later. Well, that was a good show. I liked it. Glitch, that's that dude right there. If anybody want to be on the show, man, run in the DMs, let me know. I have a running list of everybody, so I'm literally down to chop it up with whoever. I appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out, and you guys have a good night. We'll see you here in the next couple days. Thursday, I think. We got a special guest Thursday. Later.